see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Hawaii's offense takes the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program. Breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line. Davis looking to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Jolly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So UNLV's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Leaves it with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll run it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what the...
Converts on 4th down, still going. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what you're...
Turning it on! That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Got a little space. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Dotson. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wiley. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The give from the gun. Creates a little space. There he goes. Out across the 45, and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. It'll be 3rd and long. Davis will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's DeLuca. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Rainbow Warriors are on the move. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Got him downfield. Turning on the jet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Davis looking to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's DeLuca. Good ball, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. kept breaking down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Here's a heat. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wide open downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Oh, they're after him. To the 10. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. To the air, it's Dotson. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Showing off the arm. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Rolls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got his man in the middle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw again. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, what a cut. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Davis will throw. Under fire. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Caught behind the line. It's DeLuca. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. They're trailing by 11 to Liberty.
Working that left side now.
Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's DeLuca. And the returner goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Walton. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Davis looking to pass. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's DeLuca. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. Crosses the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wiley. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Got it in the middle, it's Wiley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line, it's Wiley. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Rebels!
Touchdown.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
31, Hawaii, 17.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Davis will throw. Pressure coming. Creates a little room. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. He's got an open man. He's loose on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UNLV. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8. Brings up second down.
Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Picks up 3.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and...
So now it's 2nd and long.
Let's go!
Hand off from the shotgun. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Rainbow Warriors have taken it inside the 20. Give to the running back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Throws for the tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rebels offense is back on the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain.
Touchdown, Rebels. And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Davis looking to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Under fire. Makes the grab. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Green 25.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but it looks as if they'll go for it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. From the red zone, it's Wiley. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Hurts. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back. And they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Making side adjustments here. On the move. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
On the set.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Finds his big tight end. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it out. It's DeLuca. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Davis will throw. Got his man downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. dances away. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Breaks into the open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
His coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Trying to slam in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's DeLuca. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward. Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying in.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff,